The fake Christian grifters out there.
And the sweepers for the sweepers.
The Sweepy fucking squad. The shame of it fucking all. Where this all starts is when that Star Wars girl posts a multi-paragraph cult tweet.
Negative
where
flash.
she's like, I'm the real victim in all of this, guys. They're going after me and lynching me for Rekieta. Just crying her fucking eyes out. As though anybody fucking asked you to weigh in or give a fucking take, because nobody gives a shit. You're some dirty fucking washed up thought. But who could have figured? Who would have thought some bitch calling herself that Star Wars girl was an attention whore pick-me, sweeper grifter? Who could have imagined? I'm just that Star Wars girl. I like all that nerdy stuff like you guys do. I like the Star Wars. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. Condemn the child abuse and condemn the cuckoldry.
It's that simple.
You stupid fucking bitch.
It's that simple.
No, guys, I need time to marinate and think about this and develop my take. You need time to develop your take that child abuse, not feeding or clothing children is bad? You need time to think about whether wife swapping is bad and cuckoldry is bad? Be gone from me, thought. Shut your whore fucking mouth. I don't want to have to be doing that. But they're putting me in a position with this fucking sweeping of Rekieta to where I've made a pledge to go after everybody who's sweeping for Rekieta. Everybody who won't call out his crimes for what they are.
Yeah.
And I advise everybody to raise your right hand now and take the pledge. I pledge to felt Janny sweepers of Rekieta wherever they may be, no matter who they are, from this day till the last day. I take this pledge.
By the way,
take the pledge to felt the Jannies.
Hey, quartering.
I have no choice. I'm bound by honor to felt these janitorial staff. There are group chats where all of these motherfuckers in the right wing, MCU, I don't even know how to call it, but you guys know what I'm talking about, that grifter sphere. All these guys who had a relationship with Rekieta, of course. Of course we like some of them. Of course some of them are putting out good content that we enjoy.
And Neurotic, for example, has disavowed Rekieta.
Yes.
And Yellow Flash has disavowed. And unfollowed, all that stuff. Like, there are people I respect, by the way.
What's his name? It's a Gundam the other day comes out and says, I knew for years that Rekieta was a swinger and a cock. So if he knew,
I don't know.
Who else knew? Who else knew in this group? If
or did he? Did he mean it like that? Like as in for like
he
for
said
years?
He said I've known for 4 years since 2020 that Nick Rekieta has been a swinger. So if it's a Gundam knows, all you motherfuckers knew, and you all kept your mouth shut to preserve the connections with Rekieta. You all knew he was a swinger, he was a degenerate, he was a cuckold, and you allowed him to be a wolf in sheep's clothing, grifting off of people who find cuckoldry to be the most disgusting act on earth. I'm just saying. There is a conspiracy. And what's going to end up happening, and you guys better hope to God this doesn't fucking happen. Because guess what? All of these group chats where you're talking with Rekieta, they can all be subpoenaed. All of this coordination and all of this conspiracy can all be outed at a certain point. If not, people in the group themselves outing it. So you think that you're going to be able to get away with this coordinated sweeping forever? I don't fucking think so. And I think you'd better think fucking twice before you continue to sweep in the coming days, weeks, and months.
Like, I like It's a Gundam. I like him. I did watch that clip. Apparently, he said 2 years. And 2 years seems like about when the hedonism and all that shit came out. You know what I mean? I don't really think the Gundam associates himself closely with group chats and shit.
I sure hope not.
I don't think he does.
I like
him a lot. Yeah, he's cool.
I like the guy, but let's be real, guys. Like, when we have people in our own communities who are endangering their fucking children, not feeding them, not clothing them. They're fucking stinking. They're engaged in wife swapping and cuckoldry. They're full-on degenerate drug addicts choosing cocaine over feeding their children. They're alcoholics. And all this is open it's time to nail that person to the fucking cross. We can't sweep it. Just because they're on the right team. Just because they're on the right team, I don't fucking think so.
No, you know what? And you make a point. And you make a point. I don't know for a fact if I don't know what It's a Gundam does. If he's been hanging out with Rekieta and stuff, you know what I mean? If he has been sweeping, that's fucking gay, and I'm disappointed.
Well,
but I don't know much about it.
It's not that I'm not accusing him of actively sweeping.
Yeah.
It's sweeping by omission.
Okay.
And so these guys either choose to actively sweep or sweep by omission or sweep by deflection like Melanie and Star Wars fucking girl are doing. And it's all fucking bullshit. They want to make it about how women are victims and all this fucking shit. And if you want to criticize Rekieta or them for defending him, you're an incel. And by the way, it sounds a lot like SJW talk, doesn't it? Tired of the fucking janitorial service. Let's just all fucking get our pound of flesh out of this fucking guy. You guys are grifters. You should know which way this is going. You should know that there's more money to be made felting this fucking guy than defending him. But you're not sure yet. You just have to make absolutely sure it's going in that way. Because if Rekieta has any sort of redemption arc, then you'll be left shut out in the fucking cold. But let me fucking tell you, there is no redemption arc.
Not with this.
No, there's just not.
Not with this.
They're fucking delusional.
There's not like, oh, it's a little scandal or whatnot or whatever, you know, like it happens all the time. This is like actually like fucking demented shit. And by the way, Rekieta is not like repent or apologize or anything.
He's still going out in super chats going after legal mindset, saying legal mindset is like a charlatan or he's not up on the up and up, shit like this. Like the guy is actually going on the attack and he's still online. He's still on the internet.
He's got to fuck off.
In locals and super chat. Just fuck off for a while, man. But all he has in life is his parasocial relationships with people online. He doesn't have his kids anymore, which he hated them to begin with. Who knows if his wife is still with him or not? But what he does have are his Balldo guard and the Balldo washers on locals and in Camelot's fucking chat who are still willing to defend a guy who neglected his kids. And so this is what he's taking comfort in, but he can't just sit there and let them defend him. He has to jump in himself, thus making his legal situation worse. And in the eyes of the public, make him look worse. And by the way, when we reported that he poured all the alcohol down the drain, you know he's corrected that?
No way.
He says, who said I poured it down the drain? I just cleared it out of my current living space.
Oh, he moved it to the new studio.
He just moved.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Who said that I poured it down the drain? This is something he actually corrected. Like, what are you doing?
He's like, listen, I'm not going sober on the next fucking... No, he didn't drink at all. I think he's drinking, but he's saving some for the fucking, thousands, like $7 grand. Wow.
All right, well, on the same notion, we're going to go to Robert Barnes.
The
most insane, the head general. He's blocked me now on Twitter. Which, it's like, why, Robert? Why? What did I say about Robert Barnes?
It's empty.
I'm just surprised that Robert Barnes has dug in this deep on this shit. Like, that he's just decided to stake his entire professional reputation on Nick Rekieta and this being a constitutional issue. It blows me the fuck away. Let me go. Here we go. Let me send this.
All right, beauty.
There's two holy books to me. The Holy Bible and the Constitution of the United States.
Okay, pause. Imagine putting the Constitution on the same level as the Bible. Like, that's fucking nut bar to begin with. If you actually are a sincere Christian, like, you believe the Bible was authored by the Holy Spirit, guiding men, that it's an infallible book, okay? The Constitution was not written by the Holy Spirit. It shouldn't be put on the same level. But, okay, Robert, go ahead. It's a holy document.
And number 3 is the WikiLeaks book.
Yeah.
That's what I'm loyal to. The second thing I'm loyal to is I am loyal to people. I believe in loyalty.
Wait.
Whoa.
I got to play loyalty on the break. Sorry, guys.
Like,
but, Ash.
The idea of loyalty, that no matter what a person does, you have to still remain loyal to them. That's fucking
What if
insane.
they rape a kid?
I mean, so we're in the position right now where the guy is accused of child abuse, of not feeding or clothing his children. And that's not enough, apparently. It's not enough that he's like insane on cocaine, masturbating on live stream. He's a degenerate cuckold. He's a swinger. You have to remain loyal to that. You have to defend that to your last breath.
Blind
Apparently.
loyalty.
Why? Because he helped you get viewers on YouTube? Like, that's awesome.
That's,
That's
so
insane.
funny. What the fuck? That's actually cringe, dude. That's crazy.
But on Sunday going in, I'd seen that a lot of LawTube was, to me, virtue signaling, how they really weren't grifting off Rekieta.
Whoa.
Is it really virtue signaling to condemn somebody for what they've done wrong? Like, is everything virtue signaling?
Yeah.
Is just stating what you believe to be true or not, good or bad, is that just virtue signaling in and of itself? I mean, the phrase virtue signaling at this point is so overused that it truly is losing all fucking meaning. But by his own logic, I could accuse him of virtue signaling for Rekieta. Like, that's what he's doing, right?
And the problems
like
he currently
by the
faces.
way, think of it. The guy who immediately goes to, I have two holy books in my life, the Bible and the Constitution. Yeehaw! America! That's not virtue signaling? But saying that a guy who doesn't feed his kids is bad is virtue signaling? What the fuck is he on?
But I was like, But the fact that they're knifing a person that many of these people, no one would know about, and they wouldn't be making any money but for Rekieta, was like, wow.
But
Tells you a
for
little bit something
Rekieta,
about their-
he made a career, bish. What? You're not going to glaze him and show your loyalty when he's caught not feeding his kids and being a swinger cuckold? What? That's a lack. He made you, bitch. You wouldn't have but no viewers if it wasn't for him and me. Come on. What fucking bullshit, man.
Their character. I just don't respect disloyalty. I just don't.
Disloyal.
Yeah, well, I don't respect blind loyalty.
Talking about disloyalty regarding a YouTube lawyer who's like your pretend friends with online.
Even if it was your BFF.
This is what would it take for like you to turn to condemn like your best friend? If it turned out your best friend had images of child porn on his computer, would you turn on him? Probably. You go, holy fuck! I never knew. What a sick fuck.
He was a serial killer.
If it turned out that the priest, the Catholic priest, that he baptized you when you were an infant and he was a mentor to you and this and that. If it turned out he was molesting children. Even if he was the one that got you into being ordained in the faith or whatever, wouldn't you turn on him? Like, I just, this logic doesn't apply to anything else, like, at all in the world. But we're supposed to apply it to an internet lawyer that his friends who went on a few live streams now owe him a lifetime loyalty because they gained plus so many subs? Like, fuck off, Barnes.
It's like, yeah, like child abuse is bad, but you know what's worse? Disloyalty. What? What the fuck are you talking about, Barnes?
But I figured the response would be that the grift would come unmasked.
What's yours is a grift?
But your argument is that they should protect the grift that they established with Rekieta and be loyal to that grift over the grift of calling him out for what's wrong. This is wild.
But also, you guys are YouTube lawyers. Your job is the grift of watching people's suffering and like they're like the worst moments ever, right? And that's what you do. That's fine. You're YouTube lawyers. Your job is to go after people in the middle of a case. This is a very high profile case. In fact, it's global. It's global news.
Who these people really are. That, they're there in the 1930s.
This is not like it was a rumor.
This is what's crazy. This is actually, he's saying these are the people that in the 1930s would have turned Jews into Hitler.
Whoa!
Would come unmasked. That who these people really are. That, they're there in the 1930s. They're turning you in if you're the Jewish neighbor in Germany.
Whoa! We're Nazis?
Okay. Like, what an insane thing to say. It's just totally unhinged, man. So we're comparing.
Oh my God.
We're comparing people that committed no crimes other than their racial and religious background. We're comparing those people getting sent to concentration camps to be liquidated in a genocide. You understand? That's what you're saying. We're comparing that to Nick Rekieta getting caught with an ounce of cocaine with starving children unclothed, complaining to their Sunday school teacher, "Ma'am, we're hungry and we smell bad. And our dad's got an ounce of cocaine at home and ketamine tablets, fucked out of his mind, masturbating on live stream." These are not the same thing. And like to compare Joe Biden's America, like let's get a fucking grip. Like let's get a fucking grip here. Joe Biden is literally Hitler now? Is this where we're at? Is this really, like, seriously?
This is
I don't
fucking
even know
nuts.
what to fucking say anymore. Reality check. Reality check. We have to remember 6 million Balldos that were slaughtered, left unsold. Remember the 6 million Balldos. Remember the 6 million ounces of cocaine. Say their names.
I know it's a cringe meme, like that whole like, you know, everyone who I don't like is Hitler or whatever. This is like literally what he's saying.
Isn't that the ultimate virtue signal, though, to invoke the Holocaust?
Yes.
Like, isn't it seriously the ultimate, like, boy, this is another shua? Is it really? Like, can we get expert, like, witness Gabe Hoffman here? Isn't this fucking
Is this the Holocaust?
Isn't this insulting to Jewish people to equate the systematic genocide of millions of Jews with some cokehead cuckold maybe serving like a month in prison? Like, it's not the same. This is crazy.
And it's not like, and by the way, it's not like we're arresting him.
It's the night of the wrong wives.
Wait,
But
Ash,
wrong wives.
Ash, it's not like we're that's funny. It's not like we're arresting him. We're just going, holy shit, look what he was caught doing. This is
That's
crazy.
What I'm saying. It's up to the courts to determine what sort of prison time or what sort of punishment he's going to get. I don't even really have that big of a problem with the cocaine. I just have a problem with the fact.
The coke is like what is like incidental at this point.
It's incidental. It's the fact that his children are starving and smelling, and it's to the point where the church had to intervene. This is not the Holocaust, man. And I just can't believe people just can't just very simply go, I condemn the child abuse. I condemn the cuckoldry. Like, this is common fucking sense. But no, we got to come up with a million elaborate excuses and play this up to the level of the Holocaust. That makes sense.
Jesus, Representative.
That when the Klan's putting on the hoods and they're saying, let's go lynch so-and-so.
Okay. We're now putting it on the level of the Ku Klux Klan.
The lynch black people?
It's a digital lynching that we're doing now, folks. Oh my God. Mean words online are equivalent to the Ku Klux Klan taking a black man, beating his fucking ass, and hanging him from a tree in the public view for everybody to see until he dies. It's on the same level as putting crosses on lawns and lighting them on fire to intimidate people. Really, Robert? Like, give your fucking head a shake. You quartering Melanie people like, this is a digital lynch squad and this is the modern day KKK. Ooh. Get a fucking grip. Nick Rekieta is not Jesus Christ. He's not the actual Pope. Do you understand that? Like, he's the law tube Pope who, it turns out, wears a Balldo and is a cock. Like, the fucking Pope here, the law tube Pope, has no clothes. And there's no reason to defend him like this. It's fucking ridiculous.
And by the way, like, even if it wasn't any of the crimes, like the heavy crimes, we can't, make fun of him? We can't watch him drunk out of his mind. If it was me or if it was Ashton or any YouTuber or streamer out there who's blacked out of their mind on alcohol and saying retarded shit, we'd all get made fun of. Everyone would make videos on us and we'd get fucking...
Where is the passion and where is the conviction for the statements with which he is making?
Right?
He knows he's 100% full of fucking shit. If you believe that an action going on today was on the same level as the Holocaust, you would have a much different inflection. You'd have a lot more passion about stopping the Holocaust or a clan lynching than this. And I don't know if he's really aware of what Rekieta's audience or his audience are like, but a lot of them are actually, in favor of the Holocaust or lynchings. So I don't know if that's necessarily the best.
Not any of you.
We certainly are.
Not any of you.
Our audience certainly isn't.
But let's just say 78% of their audience.
I don't know if this is the best thing for them to morally grandstand on as right-wing grifters. It's not really the best.
Yeah.
Oh, they're leaving the door to join him.
This guy's... Is he wearing a Zelda hat?
Okay.
Is he wearing a pilot hat or what the fuck is this?
Like, if you just look at how insane this whole image, he's got like a Zelda hat on, or is that from Undertale?
Is that Undertale?
Is that the Undertale?
Is that Undertale?
Okay, he's
what
got
is that?
Undertale hat on with confession through projection on.
Is that?
So I just want to point out when Rekieta went after Jack Murphy so hard for being a cuck, wasn't that confession through projection?
No, Adidas, stop it.
But he's also he's got his WikiLeaks book right behind him next to his law degrees and all these books. Look, guys, I'm super smart. Look at all my books in the backdrop. That's how you know I'm a smart intellectual to be taken seriously. And the thing is, this guy is allegedly smart, but he's at the point of comparing Nick Rekieta being made fun of online to the Holocaust and a clan lynching.
I almost clapped.
And so this is why I actually am just so fucking incensed that I'm just going off on Twitter so hard against the sweepers, because this is insane. We're just being gaslit into another reality where Rekieta is this civil rights hero who's standing up to the Hitler figure of Joe Biden. He's a modern day Martin Luther King. He's a modern day Rosa Parks, fighting for our right to not feed our children, fighting for our right to party and do cocaine. It's I'm not really sure where this was in the Constitution, what civil right but it's my Fourth Amendment right to not feed my kids. No, it's not. It's time to settle the fuck down. And I'm just tired of it. He's a civil rights hero. He's this trad dad, Christian, wholesome man that we all just need to pray for. If we just pray for him, guys, and we allow him to grift and we allow him to come back with no pushback and make all the same money and be worshipped, then definitely his behavior will change. How about he demonstrates a change in behavior before we all suddenly forgive it? Say, oh yeah, he repented. This is something I brought up yesterday as well. A repentance in the Bible, what I was talking about, requires a sorrowing of the heart, to sorrow at your sin, to feel ashamed of what you've done.
Yeah.
Rekieta has done the exact opposite. He's joking about it online. He's making light of it. He's not taking this shit seriously. There's no contrition. There's no repentance. And so where there's no repentance, there can be no forgiveness.
And also
it's not even
as
a token effort.
Also, as someone who's an addict, right? When you quit, you have to admit your addiction. You have to go, yeah, I got fucked up. It's horrible. I'm going to work on it. You can't go, there's nothing wrong. In fact, like you said, Ashton, he didn't pour the alcohol away. He moved it out of the house into the new studio. There will be no alcohol. Well, actually, there is. And it was. If you're a person who's been caught being a horrible addict and it's been ruining your life and other people's lives around you, you need to be like, yeah, I fucked up. Show but no, it won't.
No. But Andy, where were all of these people to hold your hand and suck your dick when you got busted for coke?
Yeah.
Where was Quartering preaching the message of forgiveness then?
Oh, they all shit on me.
All of these
And
motherfuckers
by the way, I fucked my
that are
own life
sweeping
up.
for you
Only.
fucked your own life
own
up.
life.
And for years and years, you were like toiling out in the fucking wilderness with fuck all. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But Rekieta is not expected to go through that sort of a treatment. He's not expected to be cut off from everybody and fucking shamed and whipped through the public square. But why? Because what he did was a lot worse than what you did. A lot worse.
Yeah.
Way worse.
Yeah.
So.
And you know what? I knew when everyone was mad at me and hated me and all this stuff. I'm like, I like 2 years later, I sent everyone apologies on like DMs and shit. I said, you don't have to forgive me, but I know during this time I was a bit outlandish and crazy and whatever. And I apologize if I said anything like, retarded. I got a few like messages back from people going, I appreciate that. Some people didn't message me back, and that's fine too. But there was like, I realized there has to be a change.
Yeah.
I don't see this. Look, again, I don't.
When they tell him it's okay, it leads him to believe he doesn't have to change.
Oh, I didn't fuck up. I didn't fuck up.
And the status quo is
Exactly.
fine to continue doing what he's been doing. Whereas everybody removes their support in a public fashion and shames him, then there's a good chance he actually will change his behavior, which is better for his kids, it's better for him, and it's better for society. Like, nobody really wants this guy. I mean, honestly, with what he's done, he probably does deserve prison. But people don't really, I think, want the guy to go to prison and to suffer and all this fucking shit. They would like it if he could actually fucking clean up his life and stop being an alcoholic, a cokehead, a cuck, a degenerate swinger. If he could see his kids again and be a father to them, that would probably be what's best. But we're not going to get that when people are coddling him and pretending like he did fucking nothing wrong and just offer thoughts and just offer prayers. That's not how you get somebody to change.
Yeah.
Somebody like this, who's this deep in the throes of addiction to where they weren't even feeding their kids, there's not a carrot that needs to come in. There needs to be a fucking stick. There needs to be a big fucking stick to fucking whip this guy around until he figures his fucking shit out. And he would advocate that for everybody else. Jack Murphy, etc., etc. He would advocate that they have to face the wall. That's what he would always say.
Yeah.
But he himself won't. Okay.
Oh, and also, like people are saying now too, like people like us are saying that people like us and other people who are going after Rekieta, that we wanted to see him fall, that we were happy when he fell. No. When we covered him for the last fucking year, we told him, you're making a fool of yourself and put down the fucking bottle.
You know why I was happy? Not because he fell, but because we were vindicated on what we were saying.
Exactly. That's why we were happy.
And maybe if other people had been saying what we were saying, maybe he would have second-guessed what he did.
Look, we clowned on him.
Probably not. Yeah.
Right? We clowned on him. We made fun of him. We said all this stuff. But we always had, go to any of our videos on the Clip channel, on the fucking playlist. Go to any of them. We clowned on him. But it always ended with us going, stop getting drunk. You're ruining your career. Everything's falling apart. God knows what's happening at home. Please figure this fucking shit out. We were the ones actually, we weren't happy. I mean, obviously it's great that we're like, views and this and that. But ultimately, it's not why we're happy. We're happy that it was like, see, this should be a lesson.
We're not crazy. And if he was allowed to keep concealing it, then it would be a tarnish on our name, you see. Oh, they're wrong. He was sober this whole time. Yeah. No, he wasn't fucking sober. You guys were sweeping it for him. Anybody with their fucking two eyes to see could see he was a drunk fuck and probably a lot more than that. But he would admit to the drinking, so it was obvious he was an alcoholic as he wasted away into like a fucking scarecrow, into a literal like heroin scarecrow. People are saying, no, he's totally fine. He's totally fine. No, he wasn't fine.
Yeah.
And he's certainly not now. And is he going to learn anything? Is he going to change his ways? Probably not. And it's partially to blame because of these enablers and these fucking Balldo washers who refuse to hold him accountable for anything, even child abuse. Doesn't matter what crime he commits. If they think there's a potential to make money with him down the line, they won't say a fucking word. Mm-hmm. Or they'll fucking, with their full heart, full-throatedly defend the Balldo. They'll just choke on that fucking Balldo till they die.
Also, it's just this constant goalpost shift.
Oh, I
Okay,
know.
first we're mean. First we're going too far. And then he's not actually drinking that much. He's not on coke. Da-da-da. Now he's caught. Okay, but now you're being mean and you're rude and you want, it's just constant, like,
Well,
what's
remember,
the goalpost?
No, the goalposts always shift. First, it was he wasn't even drunk.
Yeah.
Remember?
Oh, we were
Then
crazy.
it's like,
It was 2
okay,
drinks.
he's drunk, but he's not an alcoholic. Okay, well, he is an alcoholic, but he doesn't use any other drugs. Okay, well, it turns out he had an ounce of cocaine and ketamine, and he's been arrested, and I guess he was on these drugs, and he was an alcoholic, but at least he didn't abuse his kid. Okay, well, he's been charged with child abuse, but, he's still, oh, wait, no, it's come out he didn't feed his kids, and they're stinky. Okay, well, I guess it's the kid's fault then. And then it's like if we have a problem with anybody sweeping it, defending, saying it's the children's fault, then we're evil and we're mean. And now it's all about women's rights and Melanie Mack's rights to wear whatever clothes she wants. And it's just fucking gay. It's just lame. Just face the facts. The guy is a fucking scumbag and should be called out for it. Once he repents, once he shows contrition, once he gets his life in order, then maybe he can be forgiven. But we can't just immediately forgive the man. That's insane. Holy fuck.
Oh, real fast, just a real fast update. That guy who was driving on a suspended license that we covered, that everyone in the world did. Remember the black guy at the Zoom meeting? Apparently he was allowed to drive, and it was a clerical error. So he was felted by the entire world for no reason. Anyway, that's just an update there. But yes, I really think I don't know what the resistance is to this. It's not like, oh, Rekieta was drunk one time, or he was caught with one line of coke, or whatever the fuck, and now we're like, no, he needs to be put. It's not like one thing. Who cares? Someone does drugs or drinks, whatever. Who cares? But it's like he's ruining his career. His family's being affected.
The truth is, though, he's not even really gonna get the full brunt of the criminal justice system, or at least he doesn't have to. If he pleads this guilty and he went to rehab, he'd probably get fucking nothing at all. And he'd probably get to see his kids in the next year or so. Yeah. But because people are enabling him and fucking Balldo washing him and telling him he did nothing wrong, it's pushing him in the direction of taking this to trial. And so you got to understand, if Rekieta takes this to trial, he's going to be found guilty and he's going to get the book thrown at him. So in fact, what we're doing, trying to push him to admit his guilt, plead out, and get the fuck out of it, is what's best for him and his family.
Yes, you're right.
What you guys are pushing him towards is total destruction that might put him in jail for 25 fucking years.
Like Bart, you're right. Bart's saying, listen, you have to fight this. You have to fight this. You have to fight this. And you can get 5 years in jail.
Where he should face actual consequences is in the court of public opinion as a live streamer. And that's why I'm pushing so hard against people sweeping it, because he should be made to feel some consequence somewhere. And it should just be, he gets felted on his streams for a while. But no, they don't want it. They don't want that consequence, which is actually just like the lowest possible penalty that he would deserve in this circumstance. It's you guys, the sweepers and the defenders, who are pushing him into going to fucking prison. Whereas I just want to make fun of the guy on live stream and make money. Which we're entitled to do so.
I don't want him to spend 25 years in jail. I hope but if he won't fucking clean up his act, then why should he see his kids? Why? Why should he be? If I see him rehab, he's repentant, he's like, I'll be a better person, he proves it, and I'll be like, okay. Yeah. But if he's like, I didn't do anything wrong, it means he'll still be fucked up near the kids. So fuck that.
If he doesn't give us
make it 35.
If he doesn't give us material to felt him with, we can't felt him.
Yeah.
But he just keeps fucking up and doubling down and making it worse and worse and worse. So then we are going to go after him. And it's just the way it is.
Yeah. This is crazy, man. Who do you think, I want to ask you, out of everyone that's been sweeping, who do you think the worst one was so far?
It is Barnes. I mean, this is it's Barnes, man.
Because he's gonna put him in jail.
Yeah, and Barnes should know better too. Like Barnes is like I believe Melanie Mack is stupid enough to believe whatever. I don't believe he's stupid enough to actually believe the bullshit that he's pushing. You know what I mean? This guy went to fucking Yale. Maybe it's just that all the Ivy League graduates are retards, but you'd think that he should know better and that it's just a shameless grift at this point, putting it on the same level as the Holocaust and a lynching from the Klan. Like, come on.
Yeah.
EVS actually blaming the kids was real bad.
No, but remember, it's Eric July's the problem. That comic book he's making is really, I don't like it. Like, come on, EVS. I think it was Dick Masterson also. Honestly, a lot of them are really bad.
Yeah, they're all really
Ethan
bad.
It's like who's next? You know? EVS
Some
is worse
people
than
are saying Uncivil Law. I guess Uncivil Law was having a really tough time
he was
after
very
our video.
sad.
Was he? He was real sad. That's what people were saying.
I was DM'd, and apparently, can someone clip this and send this to him? Listen, he said he would still talk to us, I think.
I don't know, but he said we needed to DM him or whatever. Like, I'm not really, I don't know. I'm not really in such a rush. Like, I don't know. Like, if we bring him on and we start pressing him, is he going to end it all? Like,
I'm willing to talk with him. I'm willing to talk with him. We had to, because remember, in that clip that we covered, he wasn't like upset that Nick was caught doing these things. He was upset that there was no way to sweep it.
I know.
Like it was. That's why I was conflicted. I was like, but if he wants to talk, Kurt, he's super depressed apparently, and I wanted to say don't do anything crazy, and where a lot of it, what we said too was to be funny and shit. Also, I hope it doesn't do anything fucking nuts. That's all I'm saying.
All right,
we're
gonna